I'm Vercoil, and this is part 6 of Call of Cthulhu. And we're going
Yes.
straight in.
Shall we enter?
Yes, Officer
Now that
Bradley.
you finish your fun and games with Silas, we can perhaps inspect the mansion.
You're right. Let's go.
Dude, you were supposed to assist me with the cantankerous old man. Oh, God. So what's going to happen to this guy? Is he going to get sacked? Oh, in the vision, the police officer was there.
Let's take a look inside.
I'm with you.
I've doomed this man. Pierce and Officer Bradley explored the gardens of the Hawkins mansion. The family lies in the graveyard of the property, guarded by Silas Winchester. The old caretaker, still faithful to his employers, keeps watch on the place, armed with his axe. Pierce and Bradley manage to calm him down and, finally, get a hold of the key to the Hawkins mansion. They enter the building, looking for the scene of the fire. That mentioned Bradley helping. If I had have waited for Bradley, would I have been attacked? I didn't need Bradley to get in here, but we now, as I just said, Bradley was in the vision. There was a police officer who shot the cultist, which means I've probably doomed Bradley.
Follow me. I know the place.
Oh boy.
Who left this light on?
Yeah, who? Oh, character point. Assigning character point. Okay. 2 for eloquence. 2 for investigation. I put it into Oh, now I've got hard decisions. Okay, so if I put it in investigation, I'll only need 1 more to get to rank 4, which is very, very good. So, there we go. Alright, Darkwater. Inhabitants. Officer Bradley, age 37, occupation, police officer. This hick cop lacks order and justice. He's no great sleuth, but he seems more inclined than his colleagues to discover the truth in the Hawkins case. The inhabitants of the island seem to be friendly with him. He could help me in my investigation. He could also be cowed by Kat. She wasn't very nice to him, and I assume the big-ass scar up his face is her doing. Silas Winchester, age 64, occupation, caretaker of the Hawkins property. The old caretaker of the Hawkins family, Silas Winchester still watches over the family graveyard and the burned-out mansion. Devoted to Charles Hawkins, whom he all but raised, he also had great respect for the memory of Sarah Hawkins and their child, Simon. His long months of solitude in the abandoned property have made him very distrustful. Silas still puts flowers on the graves of Charles, Sarah, and Simon, which means he's not responsible for destroying Charles's flower arrangements or grave offerings. Someone else did it then, because if he was devoted to Charles, then he wouldn't have disrespected his monument. Oh boy, probably the same person who was sleeping in the Hawkins warehouse. Alright, places. Hawkins Mansion Gardens. The Hawkins Mansion is perched atop of a steep cliff. The abandoned garden harbours the graves of the Hawkins family, and only the old caretaker, Silas Winchester, still roams this bleak spot. He protects it fiercely and still puts flowers on the graves of his old masters. It's a gloomy place. Yeah, it is. Got the key to the tradesman entrance. Alright. Whoa, that's... There's something coming out of that wall, dude. Oh boy, this is already proving bad. What the hell is this?
The Last Supper of the Hawkins. What does this tell me?
What is that? No one's gonna talk about that. Alright, reconstruct. Going what? Okay. So let's start. Is the weird, very disgustoid looking creature the first step? It is. What is that?
What kind of meat is this?
Good question. Glad my ability is up to par. Okay, so... What the hell is that? Some sort of squidoid. Alright, what's this? Investigation.
This place is for the head of the family.
Oh.
Charles Hawkins.
Why is he... stood up in shock, perhaps? Alright. So, where's the next step then? Here. Broken plate. Simon, I assume.
The boy was probably here. Smashed his plate on the floor.
Why? Now look here, Sunshine. He's not looking at the kid. The kid may have smashed his plate, but that's not who Charles is looking at. Charles is looking directly at Sarah's place. Alright, what we got? Psychology.
Sarah Hawkins' plate. Why did she leave it untouched?
Good question.
Something happened at this table. An argument?
She looks a bit scared. Okay, so Charles is angry about something. The kid has broken his plate on the ground. He doesn't look quite so defensive as rebellious in that case. She looks a bit scared. He looks angry about something. Alright, exiting scene.
Hey, Pierce. Daydreaming again?
Totally.
Working, officer. This dinner table tells us a lot about the Hawkins family life.
Well, we don't have all day. The scene of the fire is next door.
Ominous! Let's have a quick look. Okay. Broken chair, broken plates. A clock that reads... I think it's supposed to read 7 o'clock, but it's not quite right. Ooh, painting.
Sarah Hawkins and little Simon. The perfect picture of the middle-class family.
Except that Charles isn't in the photo. I assume if my psychology was stronger, it would have mentioned that. Why is there a... That rat's dead, right? Which means that something in here killed it. It's not decomposing, it's fresh. Did it eat the what remains of the squid? Because that's got some implications as well. Can't get through there right now. Moby Dick. Alright, cool. Letters I can't read. There's the scene of the fire. Oh! Psychology.
They seem happy. But Charles is already looking off into the future. His marriage just to stop along the way.
Interesting. Creaky noises and I'm already starting to twitch. What's this?
Charles Hawkins, some kind of explorer.
Charles Hawkins poses like an explorer in front of exotic ruins. It is common knowledge that he wastes away his fortune on expensive trips. What was he looking for? I think we know he was looking far and wide for occult artifacts.
Let's see if I can find something the cops missed.
Let's close that. Alright. Reconstructing. Doing that a lot. I don't mind it. This is really interesting. There's a secret in here. Ooh. Where?
Did someone escape the fire? The child's corpse left a trace. Where are the others?
Someone ran. The kid definitely died here. The clock
Did it stop at the time of the fire?
reads 10 o'clock. That must be the secret, right?
Did Sarah Hawkins lose one of her shoes? How?
That's supposition, right? Having, just the presence of the shoe shouldn't mean that she was there. There's no outline, is there? Alright. Anything else? Because there's still hidden objects. Hidden clues here somewhere. There's the broken lamp, which probably caused the fire. Here, bottle.
Was Charles Hawkins a heavy drinker?
He did have a large... That was a secret object. He did have a very large tab remaining up with the strand of whale. Okay. Cause of the fire.
They had a fight. Why?
Very good question. So... He could have escaped after setting the blaze, right? The kid's dead. He may have killed his wife, if it was him, and then fled. Interesting. So I haven't finished yet, right? There's something here still. Investigate the fire scene. Okay, so it's tempting to say the source of the fire was the lantern, but that doesn't seem right. So, what else have we got? Yeah, because the burn mark would be near the lantern too, right? Of course, there's all sorts of things like pyrokinetics in this universe, so it could be any kind of shenanigans like that. Alright, so is that it? I've missed something, haven't I? Oh, God damn it. Why am I so bad at this? Oh, lovely. Okay. Do I interact with him? Nope. He's just drinking on the couch. As one does. So... Aha! Where the painting was.
If the painting I found on the docks really came from here, how come it didn't burn?
Because it has supernatural properties. That's how. Some supernatural objects do not like being burnt, or cannot be touched by mortal instruments.
Blood. This lamp was thrown. This was no accident. This was a fight.
Do you have to have the roar? Is that going to happen often? Because
someone fell here.
Damn. So that's where Sarah ended up.
A desperate attempt to flee.
What?
And the boy.
Soldier.
So, Detective, what do you make of it?
You're not going to like this. The fire wasn't just an accident.
I firmly believe this fire was more than just an accident.
Huh. What's your theory?
Okay. It's not arson, it was a fight. It was blood on the lantern, which means and the guy was on fire, which means that Sarah Hawkins likely hit him with the lamp. Charles. There's no sign of Charles. The couple had a fight.
I think the Hawkins couple got into a fight.
You sure of that?
There's only one way to be sure.
Just to continue. Yay! Character point. Oop.
I just ask that you don't
Okay.
disturb anything. If Chief West found out about what we're doing, I'd be in serious trouble.
So, Chief West told people not to continue the investigation, hey? Chief West's in the cult. Guaranteed. Ooh, alright. House is getting bigger. Alright, are you going to stop walking anytime soon? Dude, there's some clues I need to go look for. Can you stop? He's sure walking a long way. Oh boy, that is a welcoming portrait.
It's quite a building, don't you think? Do you know that the Hawkins were among
boy.
the wealthiest families on the island?
That's a hell of a library. Are you going to stop now? Please stop. Thank you. Alright, quick check behind. Just burnt my fingers. Good job, Edward. Turn that off for now. Okay, so door there. We came through here, but the person on fire ran
Let's
this
see
way.
if I can find something the cops missed.
Oh god, it's so dark. Where'd he run to? Alright, that's just... Well, that's interesting. So he was on fire. He got hit... Can you not do that? Thank you. So, Charles Hawkins, who we can assume was the one who got set on fire, ran. Is this open? No.
This door is locked.
That must be later. So, if what I reconstructed is correct, they got in a large fight, starting with dinner. He got drunk, got angrier. Ooh, medicine! Yes. This collection of medical knowledge and health practices in the 18th century actually only covers the so-called civilized countries. It does not deal with the influences of holistic medicines or medicines from continents considered inferior. How about you don't do that? Yeah, it seems that they got into a fight over something at dinner. Charles then got wasted on whiskey, by the look of it, and then started a fight. Don't know how the kid was killed, though. The kid was very dead. There was an ash print left of his body. He got into a fight with Sarah. I don't think there was an outline of her body. It would have mentioned, which means she may have survived. She lost her shoe in the fight, though. She smashed an oil lantern on him and set him on fire. What was the argument about? Bandages.
These bandages are covered in dried blood. The same bandages that I saw in the warehouse on the docks. And given the bloodstains, I'd also say that it's the same person.
As I thought. So, extrapolating on information, we have Charles Hawkins being hit with an oil lamp, running out of the room screaming. He then potentially survives, does not die. He goes to the ground. In his warehouse, there are dried blood and gore and a figure punching a mirror. I reckon Charles Hawkins isn't dead. I really firmly believe that.
The lyrics of the drunken sailor. A sea shanty.
Yep, that seems about right. Front door, right?
This door is blocked from the outside.
That was the other entrance to where I was before. Can't go upstairs at the moment. I assume that shifts later. Alright, we're getting lots of clues though. Holy crap. Can already make some guesses, which is interesting.
An original edition of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, dated 1818.
If that was in the modern day, that would be worth a ridiculous amount of money. Also, Frankenstein. Really? Okay, hello, officer. I've returned. Ooh. Aw.
Moby Dick, Melville's classic. The epic battle between man and whale.
I thought it was a
mandatory reading for any whaler, I guess.
If that was lightning, that left some very interesting shapes on the screen. I'm going to have to pause that when I go through the footage and see what that was. Okay, have we got much else at the moment? Doesn't look like it. Oh, hello. What do we got here?
This piano is in disrepair. Looks like the Hawkins kept it more for decoration than for music.
At the moment, they just it's just a picture of a well-to-do family.
This place was falling apart long before the fire.
You're not wrong. Okay, Edward. What else do your eagle eyes see? I'll get to the paintings in a second. Okay, what have we got? Nothing much, but the place is in a really heavy state of disrepair, with no indication as to why. Like, there's piles of books, there's broken doors. This was 3 months ago, apparently. Tables overturned, vases strewn all over the place. There's a lot more going on than just appearances show. You know, I thought lightning made things brighter, not darker. That's an attractive statue. The human body, a comparative analysis. Please be medicine. A precise and very detailed treatise on the particularities of the human body compared to the animal world. The simplicity of its writing and the vulgarization of its vocabulary make it accessible to the profane. Excuse me? Getting close to getting rank 2 medicine, which is really good. I need that. So, what have we got? Nothing? Can't analyze this? The officer's wandering around. Let's check upstairs. Right. That's not vampiric in nature. Oh boy. This is gonna... something bad's gonna happen shortly. I can feel it. Alright. A lantern. Handy. Oh. What have we here?
Greek mythology. Hecate, goddess of the dead, daughter of Tartarus, and mother of Scylla.
There happens to be a book on Greek, though that is applicable, I suppose, Greek myth in this place. Whoa. Is that a picture of herself and a burning man? She's got something in her hand. Can I not examine that? That looks really important. She didn't just have visions of darkness and despair and, you know, elder god work, or everything work, I suppose, in this case, but also potentially visions of the future. But then again, Edward started having visions of the future, didn't he?
Darkwater history. This place was settled back in 1692 by 2 families that seceded from the New England colonies.
Who came across the worship of the local tribes and the occult nature thereon and the power they can gain and all that good stuff.
A book on hunting whales, the island's staple diet last century.
Yep. That's abstract. That's grim. Can I...
There's something disturbing about this painting. There's something disturbing about this painting.
Is it the fact that it... I don't know how do you actually pronounce it? Is it Raleigh? Cthulhu's resting place of abstract geometries and non-understandable Euclidean bullshit. What we got?
20,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
Good book.
Another story about the mysteries of the deep.
Interesting point. Multiple books dealing with are coming to the attention of Edward and I. Whoa, hello. Yeah, spot. That's the spot skill. Crowbar.
Crowbar.
Excellent.
Could prove useful.
Very. Okay. Yeah, we're finding a lot of books on sea mysteries, right? Mysteries of the deep. As he just mentioned. They're the ones that are showing up. I mean, it could be unconscious bias in the case of Edward, but that's probably not quite true. There's another copy of 20,000 Leagues. That's multiple copies, I suppose, if you're going to have original copies, because the others were. Might as well have multiple, right? The clock on the mantle is stopped at the same time as the other one. Not the one in the fire room, the one in the dining room. They were both stopped at 7. Mr. Officer.
What do you know about Charles Hawkins' activities?
Well, not much, to be honest. We all assumed the Hawkins lived on Charles's inheritance.
Interesting.
If you're right, we should be able to find clues among the Hawkins' personal effects. Did you hear that?
Don't say stuff like that, dude. Please.
What do you know about Charles
That's
Hawkins'
it.
activities?
Well, not much, to be honest. We all assumed the Hawkins lived on Charles's inheritance.
I've been Vercoil, and this has been part 6. Part 6 of Call of Cthulhu. Like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't like it. leave a message, subscribe maybe. There's always going to be more. So, thanks for watching. Bye.